Let's go grab them quickly. So it's interior plates, I think this is. Yep. And down here. Is it? No? Oh, I don't want to get lost down there. Oh no. There's a bloody big hole, that is. Here. Hiding from me, but not for long. Okay, and then the last thing to grind down is piston top, and then the piston itself. Like so. Right. How many along are we going to move this? I would say a few at least. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not bad. And then one of them. So we'll make sure this is set up. So drill. It's not the reinforced drills, believe it or not. It's actually just the normal drills that we use. Piston. Now we do use this piston for it. So let's put these. Move that to. Let's set this up completely from scratch. Right, so piston will go there. Then we want the drill. That goes there. And then we want the conveyor junction that goes there. And then we want the conveyor tube that goes there. Okay, so now we want the piston. Like that. That'll do for now. Let's also get on the right side so I have access to the cargo container. That makes sense, doesn't it? Got loads of hydrogen still. Sort of. And that's that done. And then if we come down here, got the piston. Now I have just remembered something. There isn't actually enough room. I'm running out of energy as well. There isn't actually enough room for the drills with the way this is set up. So you do have to do a little bit of hand drilling first. But then once that's done, the drills go on perfectly and then it just starts digging down. And we are full of energy. Good. Alright, this was fully done. Just got to do the top bit. Like so. And then we drop down to the number 6. Yeah, there's definitely not enough room. So I need small steel tubes, motors, construction components and interior plates. Small steel tube, motors, construction components and interior plates. Is that going to be enough? My money's on no. I need loads more interior plates still. Oh, I had loads more interior plates still. And I haven't finished this one. I need to start using that welding ship that we've got. We actually have a welding ship, believe it or not. But I'm so against using any of the ships right now because of the way the atmospheric thrusters work, and I can just see the whole thing flipping over. And it ending very, very badly. Right, so I need interior plates, basically, to finish off all of these. Do we have any? We don't. So I've got to make them. This is still waiting on iron. Actually, what is our iron now? That's probably the best way of doing it. 2,000. Okay, so I'm going to go and open up the centrifuge exit. And then watch as it all comes flooding in. Here it comes. And it's slowly being processed. That's the assembler doing its job. Here's the refinery. And that's it, all the iron's been made. So I'm definitely going to have to cancel all of this again for God knows how many at the time. I need a ton of interior plates. Let's do something like that. That should be more than enough. So back over here. Like so. Like so. That should be all of these welded up quite nicely. Just going to make sure that we've got... There we go. Okay, now as you have... Just to prove it, the drills will not fit underneath like that. I also need steel plates, which I have one of. I need loads more steel plates. That's fine. Steel plate, steel plate, steel plate. Yeah, there's enough steel plates. Right, grab the hand drill, and we're just going to do some drilling. Do some right click drilling. Makes a huge space underneath like that. And I could do the left click one. Key is to knowing how far down to drill. Also where the hitbox is. Right. Is that enough? It's not. Am I even close? Can I fit any drills in? No, I cannot. Actually, I could fit... Why didn't I think of that before? Look at that. I could do 4 drills like that instead. No hydrogen. That's not good. Got to go the long way around to get hydrogen now. I really should keep checking that. That's very poor of me. I do apologise. Also, what am I full of? Stone. I've got stone in me. Run, 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 little astronaut. Oh, there is one here still. Right, empty hydrogen bottles. Get rid of them. Pick up some full ones. You see I'm fast running out of hydrogen. Why are there hydrogen bottles in the oxygen generator? That makes no sense. I don't know also why I've got all these oxygen bottles. I only need 2 really. Right. Yes, this new setup will work a lot better. And hopefully I can grind this down. Actually, this is a huge resource saver. That was a stupid thing to do. This could mean I can start putting resources to use elsewhere. Motor. Let's get rid of that, that, and that for now. And also the motors, why not? Just so I've got enough room to grind these down. Do I have stone on me still? No. This also means I don't have to do hand drilling then as well, which is another bonus. That's a drill. I can just leave that there, put this one down as well. And then yeah, you can just put the drills on like this. Space saver. It's genius. So I'm short on large steel tubes, computers and steel plates. Large steel tube, computer and steel plate. Well, I think there's some computers there. There's some steel plates there. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Large steel tube. Some more computers. Some more steel plates. There we go. That should be fine. Let's weld that one all the way up, and then we'll weld this one all the way up. And then we'll weld this one all the way up. Oh, need some more large steel tubes. That's not a problem. There we are. Now, one thing I don't know is what happens to all this stone we've got here. Does it actually get picked up by the drills or not? I have no idea. What I do know though is we're going to get this set up and running. So, all 4 drills. Going to save that, and we're going to turn the drills on. Piston, it must be piston 2. We want its speed to be 0.01. I'm going to reverse it. So this now should be starting to extend. Again, it's very hard to tell. Yep, they are going down. Very slowly, but they are going down. Now, can I see what's happening with this stone? Is it being picked up or not? I'm not convinced it's being picked up, if I'm perfectly honest. That's fine. I'm just going to do another hard save. Whilst things are going well, it makes sense to save. You see, these drills don't pick up much at a time, but it does all stack up in the end, because I think they are picking up faster than the refinery can process it. You can see how far they dig down in the end. This would be the first time that the drill has worked completely from surface to bottom without interruption. So that should just dig all the way down, no problems. Fingers crossed anyway. Right, now whilst that's working, we're going to check on our production here. So, this one is still waiting for items. That's fine, I knew about that anyway. This assembler is always going to produce for the arc reactor. So actually, what was it? It was assembler 4, wasn't it? So you're going to be arc fuel processor, creator, maker. Not very scientific, but it'll do. Right, and this is going to be main assembler. And then the main assembler is going to create parts for other assemblers. Five should do it. I see. That's fine. The refinery is still working hard, producing. There's a lot of stone here actually. The stone should be getting produced by this one. And then that gravel gets chucked into other areas. That's the one thing I didn't do actually, was these outputs. Where's the panel? There. Forget, these are hard to reach when they're around this side. So you are refinery effectiveness exit. Okay, and you are whitelisting ores. No, ingots. You whitelist ingots. This one, you are refinery power output, and you are whitelisting gravel. Like so. Now these should be working properly. I'll put exit. I really should put output. Be very scientific about it. Okay, so if I now go inventory and do refinery, nothing should be left in the refineries. Stone keeps getting thrown over here for some reason. I think it's because it's the first one. But that shouldn't matter because the input states specifically I think they're still getting some chucked in, just not much. All this stuff really should be up here. That produces the gravel. So you can see the stone already is building up quite significantly. It comes in very fast actually. Almost faster than I can handle from this drilling rig. Bearing in mind that once we've got this vehicle built, I don't think we'll be using that type of drill. I think we'll be using the big heavy drill. So you think then how many drills we're going to be having? A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. Right. Production. Main assembler. What do you need? You need iron. I've got nowhere near enough iron. So let's cancel all this for a second. Inventory. Okay. We're going to grab all this stuff. Oh, it keeps all getting moved out. That's annoying. Everything in here we're going to disassemble. Right. So everything that's in there is going to be disassembled. And we're going to use all that to create the parts for the frame. Or at least hopefully some of the frame. It's difficult because we've got a huge base here that we could start grinding down. I mean, what have we got on this? Is it welders? Oh, it's one of each. So in theory, could start going around with this and, you know, take everything down. That'd be quite cool, actually. That'd be very cool. All these platforms that keep getting damaged as well, because I've got thruster damage turned on. Not the most ideal of scenarios. Right, does this have power? Landing gear's locked. I need to lock the connector. I can't lock it. Is that because there isn't enough power? I can fix that. That's not a problem. That was a really stupid thing to do. Ah, back to my old dying best. At least I can spawn here again. Before I had to spawn at the enemy base 30 kilometers away. Oh, come on! I fitted through that gap, no problem. I wasn't really carrying anything worth nicking on this body, was I? But this one, over here, I had everything. Really important stuff. Including 2 of lots of things. Don't need 2 of things, do I? So see, I don't need 2 automatic rifles. Right, the rest of this stuff I do need. Actually, I don't need that, and I don't need that. But I don't really need the assault rifle. I know it keeps spawning me, but I don't need it. There's no enemies. Yet. There will be, but there isn't at the moment. Right. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I don't really need to come all the way over here either, because there's cargo containers around. I need construction components. Let's grab a load of them. Let's chuck some of this stuff back. some solar cells. The rest I don't know right now. I'll find out in a second. Let's see, we'll put one there. And we'll put one there. So I need metal grid, small steel tube, steel plates, and computer. I think I said. Metal grid, small steel tube, steel plate, and computer. Metal grid, small steel tube. Get rid of them. Steel plate and computer. And the sun is just starting to come up as well, so it's very good timing. Actually get some power into this beastie. I need some more small steel tubes, but I think I've got enough power now that I can... No? Power is being overloaded right now. I just need to get the connector locked. Or was it small steel tube? If I can get that connector locked, then the uranium will come in. There we go. And then if the uranium comes in, fills up the reactors, then... bosh. Won't ever need to worry about power again. I suppose the sun isn't very high right now, which is a factor. Connector. Connector. The engines are sort of coming to life. I know it keeps telling me there's no fuel. Okay, there are batteries on this. Sorry, do that again. Batteries, save. Grab batteries, semi-auto. Okay, I think they are starting to... yeah. How am I doing on this? Still only 2 bars. Where's the sun? We're getting close. Still nowhere near enough power. Those solar panels are going to be a huge help in a second. Oh, look at that. That is the sunrise. There she is. And these should go up to 3 and 4 very, very shortly. Come on. Come on, the sun's up. Start powering up. Come on, game. Missing total, it's getting close. Oh no, it's just gone way up again. Okay, it fluctuates. It fluctuates. Gotta remember that. You might notice over there, by the way, what used to be the solar panels and the batteries are now 4 huge solar panels. That's another source of energy, in case our arc reactor didn't work. I just need enough power to lock the connector. But I've no idea how much power I'm missing. They are one on top of the other, aren't they? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's unlock the landing gear for a second and see if that gives us back some power. I did not think it would be this much of a challenge, and I think the small reactors on here only have one access, and that would of course be the side that I can't reach. So basically we need that connection underneath. I have a horrible feeling right now we're not going to get it. Let me do something else really quickly. Let's grind these down again. Make sure that's all spick and span again. Same with this side. Why does it sound like it's underwater suddenly? Weird noise. If I put them on this way round instead, would that get more sunlight? Because then they're facing the sun more. No? Oh, yes. That's now got 3. I think I'm going to need to get underneath to sort this problem out. Sort these blocks out as well whilst I'm down here. Jesus Christ. Come on, that's nearly ready, that is. That has to be nearly ready. How is that not enough? "16 days to charge." That's not good. Okay, hang on. More solar panels, I think, is going to be the solution now. Let's see, how big is this? Okay, and where would it go? Can I lay one across the top like that? It's not really going to work like that, is it? It needs to be a nimble ship still, so it can't be weighed down by solar panels. But at the same time, I need power. I need construction components. These are getting full power now, and yet that's not coming up at all. I don't think the engines are powered at all either. No. So what's the net loss? 23 kilowatts. That's all I'm missing is 23 kilowatts. How much are the solar panels providing? 2. Okay, nowhere near enough. So the problem then is these reactors. Let's see if this fixes the problem. That's one. This will be the other. Really, I just need to chuck uranium in one of these things. But we'll find out, won't we? So let's go down and grab some uranium. Just take the Fulham. Take that. Okie dokie. And then we'll put half in each. .5. And the same in this one. Okay. How much power is that producing? The engines are firing, that's good. Just still not enough. $60 of fuel out of that though. Impressive. Connector. Did I change all these to me? That could be another problem. Is that another problem? Ahaha. There we go. Now all the refineries should be full. Yeah, look at that. Not refineries, reactors. U-R-A-N. It's the wrong refinery getting all the stone again. This is where all this should go. Wow, okay. This refinery is actually full. So I might build a stone crusher as well. For all the stone. How long have I been streaming for? Nearly 2 hours. I'm going to stop at 2 hours, I think. That's probably going to be a good idea. There's a lot of uranium here that could do with being refined. Uranium. Right. How much uranium? Each reactor is getting an amount. I wouldn't say it's that much, but it's an amount. The engines don't seem to be firing though. Nope. We don't have enough power yet. That's fine. Okay, so over here I want to build a rock crusher. But I think I'll do that off camera. Because we're getting near the end now. We're getting near the end. This thing's still going to be drilling away, I hope. Certainly seems to be. Which is awesome. We are scarring the landscape a little bit, but we'll try and build over that. Okay, let's go check out our production. So the main assembler at the moment is not assembling anything. Let's change that. So, we want it to create some heavy armoured blocks. In fact, let's make it disassemble everything else that's in here first. Get everything back apart from the solar cells. We don't want it to disassemble the solar cells. We need the solar cells. That's where all our power comes from. Module has to be connected to 2 module port squares from the refinery. Yep. Well, I'm just checking that the modules are set up properly. And be powered, yep. It's arguably the most practical module of the three modules due to the fact that 4 effectiveness modules can increase full-sized refineries' ingot output up to a maximum of 200%. This means 10 kilograms of iron ore becomes 20 kilograms of iron ingots. That's... well, yeah, it says here it's scientifically impossible. But that's a good sign. Does that mean it produces more gravel as well? So theoretically, we create even more then. Interesting. But the fact that it creates a lot of iron, that's a good thing. We need a lot of iron. As you saw, to create those heavy iron blocks, heavy armoured blocks, sorry, we need a lot of iron. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, assembling. Large blocks. Look at all this stuff I can make now. Actually, a stone crusher would be a good thing to start with. And then I want where is it? There it is. One of them. Right. I think I will build the stone crusher now, because it looks like I've got more than enough materials for it. So it makes sense. So let's go G. Stone crusher. Which one? This one I think is the one that works. Yeah. Right, I need to put this somewhere where it will be seen, or somewhere where it can connect. Here's quite a good spot actually. Like that. Construction component, large steel tube and motor. Construction component. Construction component, large steel tube, more construction component and motor. Perfect, 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 perfect. Right, is this connected? It looks like it is. Let's check. Stone. Do it here as well. Stone. Stone crusher has indeed got stone in it. So let's take out. That's the other problem. I can only transfer between refineries now. That was a really weird noise, by the way. But there we go. This is doing a job as well. Plenty of stone being crushed, which is always good to see. Because as long as there's stone being crushed, that means that there is stuff being made. And I could never complain about that now, can I? The centrifuge, I could do with another one of them as well, really, because this is slow. Actually, there are... yeah, I just realised something. Productivity module? It's the other one, I think. Is that the one that creates more? Right, productivity module increases the speed. Actually, I think effectiveness, I'd want again. Thinking about it. What do I need to build it? Steel plates. Okay, I've got enough. Just to get these built. Because this, over here, has these. This is, yeah, there we go. One there, one there, one there, and one there. So this should increase the amount that gets produced from each one. So I need motors and steel plates by the looks of it, and construction components. Motors, steel plates, and construction components. Do I have something that I can access over here? I don't think I do. Motor, steel plate, and construction components. What are you? Oh! That's left over from the ship earlier. Alright, motor. Motor. Steel plate, construction components, motor. There we go. I'm probably going to need more construction components thinking about it. Let's get rid of the metal grid and the computers. And that, and that. We don't have any more construction components, do we not? Okay. Let's build what we can with what we've got. Which one was nearly built? This one, wasn't it? Let's get this one up into top shape. We can get this one going as well. So I need steel plates as well. Just welding and grinding, for some reason it sounds like I'm underwater. Right, that's where I need construction components. But, with a bit of luck, that should have increased my my output. Yeah, I think it has, actually, by quite a bit. I could do with some speed ones on there as well. That's something to think about for the future. I think that's increased the output. We'll have to see, won't we? But I need those construction components made very soon. I'll go back to that for now. Actually, no, do you know what? It was only 20 that I needed, wasn't it? So there we go. And we'll see how long it takes for them to be made. How's my drill doing? Is this fully extended yet? Dare I say it, that looks fully extended. That's not the best sign in the world, is it? But it sounds like the drills are still drilling. Yeah, there's still dust. So it looks like they're still producing. So I don't need to worry just yet. In fact, I don't need to worry for a long time now. I've got so much stone going through this system. I've got 2 refineries and a stone crusher processing it. I should be okay. None of these are set for speed. That's another problem. I mean, the power one is just processing gravel right now. So that's perfect. I've got 1 construction component. Let's go back for production a second. Right, let's cancel this. Arc fuel maker. Turn you into part producer. Okay, so production, part producer. I need to disassemble a load of stuff. So, part producer. I'm going to get rid of some of these empty bottles for a start, because they're obviously not being refilled. And I also want to take down some of these steel tubes. Some of these magazines as well. Right. Production. Disassemble. Disassemble all. Meanwhile, go to main assembler, and it's done it. Oops. Right, there we go. Now I can go over here and finish off this last one. Bingo. Just check underneath. Are these module ports? Would you say? They don't look like them. Looking at it. I don't know actually. I wouldn't say they were, I wouldn't say they weren't. I actually have no idea. All I do know is I'm going to be stuck watching this for a long time now. Making sure all this stone's going where it needs to is a challenge in itself, really. I might stop stone being able to go into... Yeah, I'm going to do that actually. I'm going to stop stone. That was a stupid idea. So I can't control it from there now. I can only control it from here. Control panel. Input? No. Entrance? No. What was it called? Insert. That was it. Refinery power insert. You are no longer accepting just stone. You're no longer accepting stone. You are now accepting Job? I think nothing. Nothing works best for me. And this just accepts ore. So that means all the stone will now go only into the stone crusher. That should be fine. That shouldn't be a problem at all. Our system's big enough and powerful enough to cope with that. Right. Now this is actually going to process meaningful stuff. So that should double to 1K of iron, which should then go through and start creating the frame of our, or the blocks that will become the frame of our drilling vehicle, which is awesome. And then look at the amount of uranium as well. That's a huge amount of uranium. Almost enough to power a drilling ship if I had one. I mean, I do have... Where do Control B? I do have... or do I actually? No, I don't think I do anymore. I used to have a drilling ship, but I don't anymore. Yeah, so I might have to make myself a drilling ship. That'll be for another time. But this main assembly's got a bit of a job to do now. Getting all of this stuff together. Need 101,000 iron. So between now and next week, I'm going to continue going through all of this stone. Make sure it's all processed properly. The centrifuge, I'm tempted to add a second one. I mean, this has got plenty of capacity in it, don't get me wrong. It's just a case of it's very slow. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch it and make sure it's doing what it should be. In the meantime, I'm going to grab some ice from somewhere. I need some more hydrogen. There's a little bit there and there's a little bit there. I've got loads of oxygen from the bottles still. But yeah, I'm going to go grab some ice so that we can get some more oxygen and hydrogen produced. And I'm pretty much going to end it here. Crystal Mortel, welcome to the stream, but I'm afraid you've picked a very bad time to enter because I am literally just about to end it. Thank you everyone who's watched this on YouTube. I know some people did come in and out of the stream. I need to find a way to get more people interested in this, to be honest. Because I think actually the conversation is what makes the stream most of the time. So I need to find a way to entice people in to create conversation. But that'll be for another time. So next Saturday, if not next Sunday, we'll be back doing some Space Engineers. Hopefully we'll have something of a drilling vehicle frame up and running by then. I've got a week to do it, so who knows. But yeah, thank you everybody who has watched this on YouTube, like I said. And until next time, whoop, lost the game volume now. And until next time, I will see you soon.